Hello, my name is Justin Brown, and welcome to my tech review of the 16GB Lamyik digital voice recorder. What you see here is a very small, very compact, and very sturdy construction for a voice recorder. I enjoy reviewing these voice recorders. There's a lot of recorders that are similar to this on the market, but being at a $30 price range, this recorder has a few extra features that I've seen included with the recorder that some of these other recorders like it does not, and it kind of competes with the new gen Sony digital voice recorder at the same price point. And those few features are the TF micro SD card that you can insert to expand the 16GB memory, and that in itself is very useful. Of course, it has this stereo microphones. It has 16GB of internal memory, which is a little bit better than some of the other recorders that I've seen. It has the USB interface, easily connected to your computer, and you can charge. I was impressed with the battery time and the other specs that we'll go into after this brief test I'm going to do. But overall, before we listen to what this recorder sounds like, this is one of the better recorders in this category and price point that I have reviewed, solely because the recording quality is a little bit better, the memory is larger, and the expandability of the memory is better. And just to mention, the buttons on the unit are a little bit sturdier, and some of the other ones I've reviewed are a little bit loose and shaky. So a little bit sturdier construction. The firmware on the device isn't the greatest that I've seen, but it works just fine. And it's a very minute detail to bring up. But we'll go ahead and turn on the device real quick. It boots up just like this, and we're going to test it so you guys can get a sense of the sound quality. Now when it boots up, it goes into music mode. We're just gonna switch over to the voice mode real quick, hit the menu button, get it initialized, and we're going to do a test recording. As soon as you push the button to start recording, it automatically starts recording. And you wait a few seconds. Okay, there. It was empty because I had just formatted the disc. So what we're listening to now is my voice. It has a pretty sensitive mic, so you want to sit it far away or try not to speak too loudly when it's close. I'll set the recorder down on my desk here, and this is about where you want it when you're recording. It's good for recording meetings, recording interviews, anytime you need to remember a discussion between people. College students and high school, even high school students can use this for classes. Even news reporters can use this for a good tool to remember important information when they're reporting. So we're going to go ahead and reach up and turn it off. Real easy to stop. It automatically saves, and you can plug this right into your computer and get it downloaded. So this concludes my little intro to the video. We're going to move into how to navigate through the menu system of the device, how to set up some things. But once we've heard how it sounds decent for the price point. And I would recommend this recorder if it's within your budget. And I think the most important quality to remember about these, besides that it's small, is that it's got aluminum construction, casing and housing to it. So it's very sturdy. You could drop this. You could probably even run it over with a vehicle and it'll still work. So that's probably the strongest point of this. And the speaker seems to work good too. So let's go over to the tutorial on how to navigate through the menu systems. Hello and welcome to my little tutorial of the Lamyik 16GB digital voice recorder. It's a pretty cool recorder. We went over the features and listened to some sample recordings, but now we're going to go over the specs a little bit more thoroughly, and we're going to go through the menu system. So its recording format is WAV or MP3. The lowest recording quality is 192 kilobytes per second, or the highest is 384 kilobytes per second. And the codec that it records in is actually called IMA
ADPCM 4-bit. And if you're an audio engineer nerd, all that stands for International Multimedia Association Adaptive Differential Pulse Code Modulation. It is a lossy codec. You're going to lose some data from the recording, but it's going to play in most all your, Windows operating systems, Mac operating systems, and it's just, designed for very easy play and low file size. It has an AB repeat, 16 GB internal memory, and what is also cool about this is you can flip it over here and add a 4 to 64 GB TF micro SD card to expand the memory, and that's nice. It's password protected if you would like. It has one button recording. If you flip it around right here, you can just flip that switch up and start the recording immediately, no matter what mode the recorder is in. And it has a stereo microphone, as you can see here. There's 2 microphones in it. It'll give you a stereo signal. And it has a playback speaker that you can see right there. It auto saves once you stop the recording. This can also be used as an MP3 player, or you can actually use it as a flash drive if you like to transfer files. It supports MP3, APE, FLAC, WMA, and WAV files for playback, which is pretty cool. It has a high capacity rechargeable 3.7 volt 250 milliamp hour lithium ion battery, and you can charge it with an adapter for your wall receptacle, or you can plug it into a computer and charge it up that way. The dimensions are pretty small. It's 91 by 24 by 12.8 millimeters. The weight is 62 grams, pretty light. It's an all metal case, which is nice. The interface, USB interface, is 2.0, high speed. Should be plenty fast enough for audio files. The total recording time is 192 hours at 192 megabytes per second, and 96 hours at 384 megabytes per second. So that's pretty good. The operating systems that you can read these files is any versions of Windows from Windows 2000 all the way up to Windows 10, and Mac OS and Linux. But real quick, we're going to go over how to get into the menu and how to go into the different functions. So we're going to turn on the device. You're going to see the DVR menus pop up, and right away it's going to start off in music mode. See if we can get in a little bit closer here. Okay, the up and down buttons here let you toggle between each mode, and that's pretty self-explanatory. So if you want to go into voice mode immediately, you have a menu and a volume button that serves as an enter button here. So the mode button will allow you to go into that mode. If you long press the mode again, it'll let you go back into let's see, there we go. Oh, it's not letting me do that. Okay, there we go. So now if you long press, you can go back into the settings in the music mode. So we'll go into the voice mode and go over that real quick. You hit the menu button and it'll bring you into that. You can start recording right away, slide up, record, and when you want to stop, you just slide it back down and you can immediately play it. While there's a file playing, you can choose certain other options that we'll see here. Okay.
Testing the 384.
There's the volume.
Kilobits per second recording quality.
You just hit the volume button.
Check,
you can use the up and down arrows to control that.
Test 1, 2, 3, 4.
And you hit the mode while it's playing, and it'll allow you to toggle, turn the repeat on and off. You can go to equalizer, hit menu, and it'll allow you to choose from a variety of different playback equalization, which is pretty interesting. You normally don't see this feature. And then you can also go to replay and then exit. Okay, and that's pretty much everything you need to know about that. We'll go into how you delete files here in a moment. We can long press this, and it should take us back into this mode. We can go into settings and we can go into music mode. We'll go into music mode. And here we have the music mode. It's pretty self-explanatory. If you click mode, it'll allow you to access the folder. You got local folder, you got delete file and delete all and exit right there. And that'll let you navigate through the folders if you would like. If you long press the menu button again, we can go to the setup mode, and this is what you have to use to set the time and date and other things. So we'll click menu. If you click menu once, you can go into record set. You can store the location. You can choose your record type, sensitivity. This is the I'm not sure what that says. It's this record segmentation. Okay, that's interesting. Monitor switch, voice operating recognition, and voice activation recognition. So you can go to either VOR or VAR. And that pretty much sums it up for the menu system in the settings mode. Now, you can also go to time recording. You can set up the password there, and password modify, system time, backlight, language, power off. That's the automatic power off. The contrast of the display, memory information, you can format the device, and the firmware version is all right there. And that is pretty much it for the setting mode. And that's pretty much how you go through all the menus. It's pretty straightforward and self-explanatory. And that concludes the quick tutorial of the operating system for this Lamyik 16 GB digital voice recorder. Thank you for watching. You can purchase this product and the link in the description of the video. Thank you.